Hey folks, Alan B. Pro here today with the 3x3 knife challenge. What this is I was tagged by Phil M. Rivers. Thank you very much, Phil. And it's 3 knives. Okay, the first one is your most budget, second most used, and 3 your most recent. Not in any particular order. That's the order I'm putting them in. The budget, the most used, and the most recent. So, most budget knife. Everybody, anybody that watches my channel, which is, just 2 or 3 of you, might know that I prefer to buy American made when I can. On certain things that are just dirt cheap items, yeah, I will buy Chinese junk. This is an example of some Chinese junk, I believe. I think it's made in China. This is a Ozarks Trail, and really, I wouldn't call this junk. I carried this knife at work for quite a few months. This is going to have to fall into the most budget item because this knife was $4. Okay. I've dropped it on concrete. I've done all kinds of things to it. I'd never bother sharpened it. Never bother sharpening it. It's a $4 knife. Throwaway item. It does have a line lock. You can see I don't even clean it. Alright. The lock stays pretty tight in there. Does it sit well in the mag? Well, look, it not really sits a little cockeyed, but not that bad. And yeah, it was my work knife for a little bit. So that falls into the most budget. I'm going to kind of deviate from this plan here because honestly, I'm just starting to reaccumulate items after a divorce. The next knife is my most used. And you know what? If you've seen my EDC video, this is the one that I have in that video. This, as you can tell, is well used, but it is too another Ozarks Trail knife. These 2 knives I literally bought at Walmart for $4 a piece. It sits well in there. The pocket clip I've had to tighten up a couple of times here and there, but yeah, that's how well it opens up. You try and flick it. Yeah, it's quality knife, right? Quality knife. But $4. So really those are my budget and my most used. I was waiting on making this video because I had actually ordered another knife, but in the process, it finally came. This knife is actually a Renegade Tactical Steel. This is not the knife that I'm considering as my new one. This knife here is the knife that came, that I got. It was either pay the shipping or buy a knife and get free shipping. So it came with the little nylon sheath. It is a decent size, what they call a point tip. It's not a dagger because daggers are illegal here in Iowa. It has the point breaker on it, hard G10 scale they try and call it. They call that the G4. Alright, so this was just the junk made in China knife that I got for free shipping. And so buy a knife or pay the shipping. So I bought a knife. The knife that I actually was buying from them, if you've seen any of my stuff, you know that I have a thing about made in the USA. Okay, this is Camulus. Not all their knives are made in the USA. You do have to kind of pay attention to what knives are made where, but this particular knife is the Barbarian. It comes in this Kydex. It also comes with a mini tech lock clip. It's ambidextrous belt clip. You set it up however you want to set it up. I just unboxed this knife, This guy is a 7 3/4 Barbarian fixed blade. It's a 1095 high carbon, black powder coated steel, drop point. Got the saw back on it. It's got a decent hollow grind on it. Even though it's powder coated, I think that's pretty well done. Comes with the, like I said, the Kydex sheath and the Tech Lock. It's a 3 3/4 inch blade. This guy, it very well might end up being a backup EDC knife for me. Just depends. I'm probably going to end up carrying this knife as a backup security device. But nevertheless, even though there's 4 knives on the table, this was the 3x3 knife challenge. That guy, he was just in here for random reasons. We'll kick him out of here. He's not a nice guy. The 3x3 knife challenge that was tagged to me by Phil M. Rivers, I now have to tag three other guys. This wasn't very easy for me, guys. This really wasn't, because out of the 3 or 5 people that actually are subscribed on my channel, not everybody shows who they're subscribed to, and I only know a few guys that are into knives. The very first guy that I want to tag on this challenge and see a video from is Parasitic Generation. I know for a fact, Parasitic, you've got them. You've got the blades. I want to see them. The most budget, the most recent, and your most used, all right? Those are the three standards to go by. I need to see them from you, Parasitic Generation. The next guy I want to shout out for is Something Southern. I know you've got knives simply because you showed the inside of your safe. I know you've got them. The most budget, most recent, and your most used, Something Southern. A guy that I actually just came across today and have started checking out some of his content, and I really think falls great into this category. Stasha 23, I'm probably mispronouncing that. Stasha 23, I want to see this 3x3 knife challenge from you, man. Most budget, most recent, most used. All right, so as it stands right now, there it is. My most budget, my most used, and my most recent. So this has been the 3x3 knife challenge. Thank you, Phil M. Rivers. Just want to remind everybody, keep your magazines loaded and always keep one in the chamber.